Hi, this is John Wow with the Eco Guys and another fantastic video Eco Guys tip. And we're going to be covering, again, more of what you can put in your curbside recycling and answering some questions that I get on the Facebook and the email. And running into everybody on the streets, I get a lot of questions because everyone knows where to go to absolutely find the green. And that's me, and not the fantastic green that everybody all of a sudden thought of. I'm talking about being green and mean loving the environment, folks. Come on. Anyway, so we're going to cover some things here real quick. First and foremost, kids going back to school. School's happening, and the unfortunate thing with that is a lot of waste is generated. I mean, think about this. You're going to go out and you're going to buy clothes. You're going to buy school supplies. Every time you buy school supplies, they're shrink wrapped or they got something on them. Now, first and foremost, you should know by now that your shrink wrap plastic bags go back to your grocery stores. Even shrink wrap and things that wrap that's wrapped up in products can also be taken back. So there you go. There you go. So you can recycle that. And also, a lot of times when you buy kids supplies, school supplies, they got these little cardboard inserts in them to hold them together or wrap them up. This is called pasteboard, but it is cardboard. All right. So it can be recycled in your curbside recycling. So make sure that you get it in there and you recycle that properly. Another thing, too, when you buy usually supplies for schools and all that, you always have the little owner's manuals or little coupons inside that you never really use. I don't care what it is. If it's on paper, it can go into your recycling. I don't care if it's got the glossy on it or however rumors you've heard, it can go in your curbside recycling, so make sure you put it in there. Also, this is the biggest problem that I have with school, with the school system and the way it is. I dream of a paperless system in schools, and it's going that direction. Laptops are much better and much more environmentally friendly. But right now we have just absolute tons of this. You know what I mean. You see these coming back with the kids. You see their book reports on them. You see their old homework on them, and you find yourself probably throwing away tons of this. Don't! This goes into your recycle bin as well. It's paper. Recycle it. You'd be so shocked when I go to these schools sometimes when I visit my kids' school and I look in their trash can and I see it filled with this. Schools need to also do a better job of recycling. So you contact your school and you ask them, hey, I want every single classroom to recycle this paper. And if they need help, you tell them to contact the Eco Guys. We'll be more than happy to help them out with that. But when your kids come home with old school reports or old homework they don't need anymore, don't throw it away. Put it in your curbside recycling, no matter what color. If it's construction paper, it doesn't matter. Put it in your curbside recycling, and they will recycle it. Now, here's the biggest problem of them all. This is the one I get the most question on. The biggest paper waste stream that we have right now is junk mail. I mean, people get tons of it. I get tons of it. Usually what you can do is you can contact the people who sent you the junk mail and tell them to take you off the list. That will hopefully slow down the junk mail process into your mailbox. But inevitably, it's still going to come. So something that you get in the mail, like old magazines or coupon magazines or whatever, they go into your curbside recycling. Look through it, see if there's a coupon you like, then recycle it. Okay? And of course, you get a lot of little newspapers in the mail and things like that. Newspaper, it goes without saying, curbside recycling. I don't even have to mention that. Okay? All right. We're making noise here. This is the biggest problem in the world. Envelopes with the plastic windows in them. My goodness, so what can we do with this? This is the number one question with junk mail that I get. Basically, you can recycle it, and I'm going to show you how. First and foremost, you open it up, you take all your materials out of the envelope, recycle anything inside that you don't want. If you don't want it, recycle it, okay? Just make sure there's no metal in it or plastic in it. If there's plastic, like the little cards that you get, the little fake credit cards and things like that, believe it or not, those can actually go in your plastic recycle bins. They're made out of the same plastics as, say, your laundry detergent bottle is. And of course, paper clips or any kind of metal, put that in your other recycling bin with your plastic bottles and cans and things like that. Now, what do you do with the envelope? Well, this is really simple. We're going to do a little Martha Stewart thing here, folks, okay? What you do is you just go down the seams of the envelope and open up the envelope. Just rip it right down the sides. All right? Sometimes it rips easy, sometimes it rips hard, but we're going to rip that sucker. Then you open it up, and it's going to look like this. And then what you simply do is, how I do it is you fold it over like this. You start right where the plastic ends on the inside of the paper, and you just remove it. Just rip it out. Try to rip as less paper with this as possible, because basically this is now waste. Now, if you're a recycle warrior, somebody who really cares about the environment and loves it, you can actually put this in a little bowl of water. Okay, and just don't use one little bowl of water for one. Collect these, do several at a time. Let them soak for a little while, and this plastic will come right off the paper. Let the paper dry. Put that in your curbside recycling, and you can take the plastic part and take it back to your Publix or Winn-Dixie or whatever, and recycle it with your plastic bags that you shouldn't be using anyway. All right, and then when you're finished with that, you've got the carcass of the envelope, and of course that goes in your paper curbside recycling. All right, so that might help you out a little bit on junk mail. If you have any questions, of course, the Eco Guys on Facebook, send me a message. Oh, and here's two more things I've been asked that I need to cover. So I'm asked this so many times. Food packaging. Okay, when you're done with your Ritz, what do you do with this? A lot of people say you can't put this in your curbside. Actually, yes, you can. You can recycle pasteboard now at your curbside recycling. Food containers, laundry soap. It doesn't matter what came in. If it's a cardboard box, thick, brown, or colorful Ritz, you can recycle it in your curbside recycling. So put it in there. And here's another question I get. Now there's tons of this. In fact, we had an office building not too long ago give us hundreds of these because they didn't know what to do with them. Binders that break. Inevitably, this is going to happen during school. They get crushed or they're unusable. See, basically little tines don't meet up, or they get bent, or they get destroyed. Now, if you don't need your binder and it's in great condition, you can donate this to any charity. Church, charity, they'll take these binders and they'll use them. They would rather you donate them rather than going out and buy new ones. But if the binder is busted in any way, ripped up, no good, can you recycle these things? Absolutely. This is what you need to do. You need to find a way to get these binders to us at the Eco Guys, and we'll recycle them. You can contact us on Facebook, and we'll let you know where there's a drop-off in your area. Or if we're in your area for whatever reason, we know we're going to be in your area, we will schedule, we'll come by and pick up these binders. But I'm going to do a video if you have the tools and you love to tear things apart. We're going to have a video on actually how you can tear this apart and recycle the different parts of the binder, because inside the binder is cardboard, and of course the binder in the middle is steel. It's a waste to throw this out, and the cover of the vinyl is a vinyl. So basically it's all recyclable, and it can be. So if you come up with binders, and that was a question, that's why I wanted to throw it in here, contact us and let us come and pick them up for you, or you get them to us somehow and let us properly recycle binders this year during school. Junk mail, and we handled school. If you have any questions, again, it's the Eco Guys on Facebook. Send us a message and we'll get it right back to you. We'll get your question answered. And here's the biggest thing. If you're in a community that does not offer recycling, say some mobile home parks and some apartment complexes still haven't got it through their heads that they can actually save 90% on their garbage waste by recycling, contact us at the Eco Guys. We'll be able to tell you where you take your paper waste and your cardboard waste and your own junk mail waste. There's places you can take them. Or we'll try to work with your community in starting a recycle program in your community. It's only going to save them money, and it's only going to help the environment. This is John Wild for the Eco Guys. Have a good day.